Welcome to a demo in how to use the easy time reporting tool. My web camera isn't working today, so it's gonna be just my screen captured here, maybe for the best, who knows. So the agenda we'll do today is to first, I'm just gonna real quick show you how I do my daily reporting. And then in part two, coming later in this video, we're gonna dig a little bit deeper into how to create new events and other things around that. So today it is July 9th, and as you can see here, I haven't really done my time reporting this week. So I'll show you how you can do this using Easy Time. What I need is some sample time reports. And from one of the events, right click on them, and then I choose duplicate event, because this is the event I want to put in for today. There are some things to consider here. If I've done the reporting already, it's going to have the NC time reported OK category on it. So I'll go ahead and uncheck that. And then I'll do my internal work recording vid about easy time. And then I'll select today's date, which is the 9th, and I've been doing this from this morning until 2 p.m. And then clicking save will give me this calendar event right here. Come to think of it, I actually spent an hour yesterday on this thing as well, so I'll do a copy of my newly created event on the 9th. I'm gonna put that on the 8th, and I don't have to worry about that category now because it's not time reported, because this was my new. And the text is going to be the same, and I'll just click save, and it pops up here on the 8th. But maybe I only worked on that until 12. I open it and I click save. And if I want to drag and drop this event, it is also supported, obviously, because this is Web Outlook calendar standard functionality. The only thing I need to open it and just click save there, and I can move around my events as I choose. But as this wasn't the only thing I've been doing this week, I also worked with the customer. So I'm going back to my earlier reports here, or my earlier weeks rather, and I'm trying to find an event for the customer I've been working with, or even a project and an activity actually. And it was these guys I was working with, so I'm going to do a duplicate event. I'm going to put that on yesterday, and it was just a quick meeting actually, so I'll set that between 9 and 10, and I'll do some text here. So the internal comment, external comment, these are the text comments that are going to be put on the invoice. So as always, make sure that you'll type something that makes sense for the customer. Then again, just click and save, and I'll have to remember now to uncheck the NC time reported. Clicking save is going to give me calendar event just like this. So in the same way, I'll continue to build up my week. While we are here, I'd like to show you a little cool thing as well. I haven't been at a customer now, so I can't show you this actually, but what I did here is I was at this customer on site, and then I just did a travel time here that's going to create my mileage expense. That works if you're working in Sweden, at least. If people are working outside of Sweden using this, we can probably implement that as well. Anyhow, I'll just continue and finish up my week here. Once I finished up reporting my days in the calendar, I'm popping over to our Flow Flip environment, and I'm running this flow, report time month view. This is where I can take a peek into IFS and see what is reported and what is not reported. This is probably very good as a good best practice to always do, to see what days you've been reporting and if you have missed some times. This is always going to be the final approver, so this is the template. Easy Time is just a facilitator to keep track of what you've been doing and feed it to Flip, so to speak. So taking a look here, I see that I haven't reported last Friday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and that is exactly what I've been showing you how to do now. So going out to another flow here that is called EasyTime Read Calendar Event. Clicking this will go into my EasyTime calendar and search through events that I've created, as I just showed you, that doesn't have the time reported OK category set on it. And making sure here that this looks OK, I can also go in to check my check detailed data here to see what I've been working with. And if I want to go ahead and save this, I'll just click save. So it's now with the REST API and Microsoft Graph API, it's going to go through and look at my calendar events one by one and adding the time report lines into IFS. So once that is done, if I pop over here to my calendar event again, I'm going to see that my events here are going to be time reported OK. So now everything but this. Okay, so this is good thing to show you. This is still gray. That is because it's only going to check past events. This hasn't finished yet, so theoretically I am still working on this. So I would need to change the time here to be finished until it will fetch it, or otherwise it's going to just fetch it in the next time I'm going to run this. So now popping over here again, if I go into my report time, always have to do that to make sure that my time report looks okay. Just to make sure I haven't missed anything. It's pretty important, especially if you're invoicing customers. That is what we live off. So here now I can see that my days are green. And that means that they are reported okay with at least 8 hours. Yellow means I haven't reported or I've been digging into my flex time. Okay, so time to get to part 2 of this, where we're going to go a little bit deeper into the EasyTime solution. So imagine I have a project that I've been working on, but I haven't reported, I haven't used EasyTime for it before, so it's not going to be in my calendar here. Then there is this flow here, EasyTime Create Calendar Event, and what that is going to do, it's going to go into IFS and check your latest project that you've been reporting on. And from a list there, you can choose to add it. And I want to show you that today I have nothing here after 5 p.m. on July 9th. So it's going to go and grab all the things I've been doing for the last 3 months. So say I've been working a little bit with this project here, and perhaps I've also been working with this thing here. So just checking these two and clicking quick add and quit. So this is read from IFS, obviously. Doing this is the fastest way. It's going to pop up 2 events here in my calendar once it's done. One was Flow for Germbro and one was Ramus TTB consolidating. And so these now are prepared. And how EasyTime works is that this metadata here is actually containing all the customer ID, the customer name, the project name, report code. So this is, if you fiddle with this data, it's going to break. Or, I mean, if you know what you do, you can change your data down here. So we've opted to do this very transparent, so you'll see the data down here. It is also, there is a possibility to hide it behind the scenes using sort of customer fields in Outlook. But I think there are benefits of showing the data. You know what is actually going to be reported, so it has its benefits. The idea is that you should use these fields to enter the comments. So yep, I am in here and looking at my events. I have this flow for Yanbro proof of concept support. Maybe I don't really like the title of this, so I'm gonna go in and do edit and making it a little bit bigger. So the text up here, the title, I am free to do, as long as I don't mess around with the data under flow metadata here, I am free to give this a name I'd like. So POC demo, initial demos maybe, initial demos. like this. I can give it a category if I want. I can create a new category that I call Bro if I work with these, or I can make my categories as I like them, like having my different customers by different colors. So it doesn't really matter as long as you don't touch these NC time reported OK. You can add your own categories and rename it to as you'd like. Maybe I'd like to call this, well, it's not personal, but for demo purposes, I'm going to call it that, or I'm going to categorize it as personal anyway. So clicking save is going to give me the new name and the new color, the new category. And same with this guy here. I am going to edit it and call it instead Ramus TTB work. And keep it as it is. So now I have my two events here. And as I just showed you before, these can be copied, they can be moved, they can be duplicated, copied. And again, it will work in the same way as I did before. I entered what I've been working with in my comments, and saving it and fetching it, it will write back to IFS. Wait a minute, hold on, you might think right now. What if you want to report on a product that you haven't been working on for the last 3 months? Well, there's a little plus sign here under the when you create an Outlook calendar event, or you're running that flow, the create calendar event flow. And if you click on the plus sign here, it's gonna show you all the companies that you have projects where you can report on, and just like in good old time reporting, you'll get a list of your project that you can report on, or the events actually. And if I choose something there, selecting my newly created row there, just going back, what do I have? I have Ramus and Bro. If I click quick add and quit here, it's gonna give me this little extra calendar thing right there. So remember, the idea here is to just create it once, and then you can work with it from within the calendar. This isn't a thing that you should go in and do every day. And if you want to know more about it, there is a manual both in the create and read calendar under the question mark here. We have a link to the manual here that is in our SharePoint, and you can go ahead and read more about it there, where we go into more details about the setup. There is also a way in there you can find things how to do recurring events and other technical stuff that I won't go through right now in this video. The set of easy time, as described in the manual, is very easy. You'll just first time you run the flow, the create calendar event. If you don't have the easy time calendar, it's gonna set that up for you automatically, just next to your own calendar. So it's gonna be a special easy time calendar, just living side by side with it, with your your ordinary regular calendar. And there is also some more information here about the Outlook bug that Microsoft is having. If you have interest in that, so that is the reason we can only use the Outlook web calendar, not the actual Outlook calendar. It's a little bit of a downer, but still I think it works okay. And especially the purpose of this is to make it really super easy to just enter your time each day, preferably, because that's when you have it fresh in memory what you've been doing, and you're going to have the most accurate description of what you've been doing and the best duration and times and like that. So I really encourage everyone to just keep their calendar here up to date, and that goes really fast here. So that is a good thing, I think. And then when you enter it, you can wait a certain time until you enter it to IFS if you don't want to go through a little bit of a slow process maybe to read everything, fetch it from your calendar, but just to go in here and double click and enter or copy the event and enter what you've done. That is really quick actually. All right, I think that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Bye.